Better results instantly. Instantly in the gym after you watch this video. It sounds like some damn clickbait, is what it sounds like. But this is some real shit. If you do what I'm about to recommend you do, which is taking a deep breath, ideally it goes so high it's now above your head. Wow. We gotta do that again. It's a two-step process, but we gotta do step one again. That shit is incredible. So you take a deep breath. That's step one. Step two is you take a step back. You look at your training and you ask yourself, does this make sense? Does this make sense? With the goal that I have, whether it's muscle building, whether it's fat burning, whether it's longevity, whether it's structural integrity, whether it's bringing up your conditioning, you look at what you're doing in the gym, the exercises that you're doing, the order of exercises you're doing, the set and rep schemes you're doing for those exercises, how many days a week you're training, how many days a week you're not training. You look at each and every last detail, your sleep, the way you eat, your stress. You look at all of that shit and ask yourself the very simple but profound and needed question, does this make any damn sense? And just about every single time I do this, I find something. I'm like, hey, no, hold on a second. Why is that exercise there? What is its purpose? Why do I have so many exercises for this muscle group? That muscle group is already pretty developed. And then I have this other one that's pretty underdeveloped. And I'm training them both equally. Does that make sense? Does it make sense? Now this is mostly beneficial for someone who's self-coaching, right? If you're working with me, if you're on my online roster of clients, you don't have to worry about any of this stuff. You don't have to worry about any of this stuff. I think about it all for you. I progress each exercise for you. The whole plan is covered by me. So if you don't want to do what we're about to get into and have someone figure out every last detail for you, have you stay accountable to the plan, to the diet, to the habits outside of the gym, fill out the form on my website. It's linked on my channel. It's linked in the description. That aside, if you are doing some self-coaching, I can't tell you how important it is to do this periodically. Because we get in a routine, right? And that's very powerful. Coming from a place where maybe you didn't have a fitness routine, maybe you didn't even fucking work out. How amazing is it that now you have this routine, you have this plan that you're following, that's beautiful. But this is the whole thing. There could be something in your plan, in your routine, that quite simply does not make sense. And now you're routinely doing something that does not make sense. So routine is key. The daily process is absolutely mandatory. But if there's something in that daily process that could be swapped out for something better, I mean, I look back on so many different splits I ran, so many different routines I had, and it's painful. It's painful because there's just so many goofy things. I'm like, there was no reason to train that many days a week. There was no reason to do those goofy exercises. There was no reason to obsess over squats when I had no fucking legs. Just obsessed with low bar squats. I mean, the list could go on and on. If I was to go over my own massive, monumental list of errors over the years. But the point is for you, you have to look at what you're doing day to day. Zoom out, get that bird's eye view. And really this is one of the best ways to verify if it makes sense. You look at the split and you go, all right, so this is my goal. and this is what I'm doing currently. This is the plan that I'm currently following. If I fast forward this plan for 6 months, 12 months, how close is that getting me to this goal that I have? And then, just to play devil's advocate against yourself, let's say you wanted to get to that goal even sooner. Or if not sooner, you go, what if I just wanted just a bombastic, phantasmal result in this muscle building area? Like, yeah, my plan is to build muscle, but what if I wanted to build some fucking muscle? What if I just wanted to be covered in slabs of large, dense musculature? What if I wanted this result, this goal that I have? What if I wanted this times 10? What would I do different? I guarantee your brain will immediately start spitting out answers. Oh, we would rest more. We would prioritize recovery more. We'd get more sleep. Sleep is like the most anabolic thing you can do, but you're obsessed with this rise and grind mentality. That's stupid. Sleep is when we're building muscle. Let's get more of that. Let's get in more naps, even if we can. Let's get in more. Let's be more intentional with having less stress. Breathing exercises, meditation, and bring that cortisol down and bring that testosterone up. What are things that I'm doing that are objectively known to lower testosterone? Those are gone. Those are completely out of the picture. Instantly, your brain is just going to start firing stuff off. If you have a lagging muscle part in your back, if there's a part of your back that you're like, there's just nothing really there. Like upper back's looking pretty good. I'm getting wide with the lats, but my mid to lower, it just seems like something's missing. If you think that, and then go look at your routine and see that there's really nothing specifically for your mid back, well, there you fucking go. There you go. And then it's as simple as, well, if I'm already feeling nice and wide, how many lat exercises do I have where it's like this high to low here and this high to low here? Am I doing any rows just above my belly button, at the top of my bottom of my rib cage? Am I doing any rows that just go in that straight line, horizontal right to my midsection? I'm not. Well, that would certainly help. I guess I'm adding those in. Like, every single time you go to do this, you're gonna find some red flags in your routine, whether that be exercises, whether that be sets and reps, doing too much, doing too little. I invite you to do this as often as possible. Damn near every week as you're planning your next week. All right, does this make sense? The way I've been eating doesn't make sense for the goal I have. The way I'm sleeping, recovering, so on and so forth. It's getting a little redundant. I think this video is getting wrapped up. This is going to work. This is going to help instantly get you more results in the gym. Because what I find is people that pride themselves, and I have 100% fallen victim to this. People that pride themselves on working really, really hard, it's almost inevitable that there will be some things that are stupid. There will be some things that are kind of stupid in the routine. And it's like, I'll work so fucking hard, I'll make it work. I'll make a bad plan work. That's just how much grit I have. Hardest worker in the room. I'll make a bad plan a good plan. It's like, well, let's maintain all that fiery gusto energy and pair that with a very intelligent plan. And is that going to get you worse or better results? Answer the question. If you can pair training like a maniac, wanting it more than anyone else on planet Earth, having that fire of will, if you can pair that with a better plan, a more intelligently laid out plan, is that going to be better or worse results? I think you know the answer. Hey, I hope that helped, and I'll see you in the next one.